It is now 6:16. Betsy back with us now. As we said, an absolutely glorious day today. Betsy said she was gobsmacked, which I believe in Betsy terms means she was impressed. Am I right?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely gobsmacked and
All right.
impressed and just kind of taking it all in, certainly. I know sometimes these random words just pop out of my head. I apologize.
It's a good thing I speak Betsy, so it's all good.
There's one. All right, we have one who can interpret. We'll get Russ to do the weather one of these days. Then he can really start to show off his stuff. But you can see as we go through the next few hours, with a few fair weather cumulus clouds sticking around, temperatures are going to be fading back into the 60s. Very comfortable today, right? 79, the high temperature at Hopkins. It was a little bit of a surprise for a lot of folks, I think. But our comfortable air is going to stick around for just a little bit longer, and then things are going to start to heat back up on us. We're sitting in the low 70s right now on the east side in the Cuyahoga County Airport area out in South Euclid, Ashtabula, and then to get back toward the 80-degree mark, the farther south you go. This cool air is courtesy of northerly breezes, and those northerly breezes are going to stick around. But as I mentioned, not for long. And the source region is everything as far as air mass changes go. And you can see this area right here, this bright pink. This is where we're talking temperatures 100 plus. That type of air is coming our way. It doesn't mean we're getting 100 plus, but we are definitely going to be warming back up. Satellite and radar showing that in between here and the hot air, there's not a whole lot going on. So we have a dry stretch that we are back into here in Northeast Ohio. But where we have been receiving our air, well, it's been from the north. Generally, that northerly breeze has been locked in at high pressure to the west of us, low pressure to the east of us, and both of those are kind of funneling this northerly breeze to us. On the flip side of things, we'll have another cold front coming in. Matt Wentz highlighted this at 5 o'clock, and that will turn around a southwesterly breeze, so we'll start to pump in some of that heat. That heat, as I mentioned, is sitting just down here into the Plain States, and we're talking temperatures getting back at 90 plus for several days in a row once again. Tomorrow on the hour, brought to you by National Design Mart. You can see temperatures expected to be back into the low to mid 80s. Very summery, perfect for this time of the year. We'll see temperatures starting off in the 60s, maybe a couple upper 50s with this dry air that's in place. But I think by the most part, everybody will be back into the low 80s as we get into the afternoon. If you like the humidity, and yeah, there's a lot of folks who love the heat and the humidity, well, it's coming back. You can see as we get back into the oppressive category, oh joy, as we head through Thursday and then into the weekend. And at the same time, we have the humidity returning, we have the heat returning, and rain and thunderstorm chances will also be returning. Here's your Universal Windows Direct Outlook. Very summery for tomorrow, 84 the expected high. Just a few fair weather cumulus clouds around again. We'll have a few high clouds moving in Wednesday as the temperatures start to surge. Shower and thunderstorm chances return Thursday and into Friday. A little bit on Friday. That's going to knock back the temperatures a little bit, but then we're right back into the low 90s as we go through the weekend. Russ, we will have some scattered thunderstorm chances, pretty typical summertime stuff as we head through the weekend and into next week as those temperatures turn back up.
Yeah, a stunning day followed by a gorgeous night. Should be fantastic out there.
It is.
All right, Betsy, thanks.